For 22 hours, we show up, not for fame, not for applause, but for the ones who wake up every day and put everyone else first.
This is our fourth year. 22 continuous hours of real conversations, real stories, real hope. Voices that refuse to be silent. Hearts that refuse to quit.
Some are exhausted, some are hurting, some are carrying the weight of the world quietly, while still showing up for others. This podcast is for them.
On Sunday, February 22nd, starting at 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific, we go live for 22 straight hours to raise funds, raise awareness, and remind people they are not alone. If you've ever felt unseen, if you've ever given more than you had, if you believe compassion still matters.
This is your moment to stand with us. Listen, share, support. Because when we come together, hope gets louder, strength multiplies. Real heroes don't wear capes. They just keep showing up, tired, unseen, and still giving.
Join us live. Sunday, February 22nd, 4 a.m. East, 1 a.m. Pacific. Show up for those who never stop showing up for others.
Because no one needs to go it alone. When we all
come together.
Hello world, my name is Z, or you can call me Mr. Z. I am a web developer, and I am also a consultant at Z World Webs. My one goal is to develop custom websites that are specifically catered to your organization's needs. I completely understand that building a website is an exhilarating, exciting, and significant step in connecting with your audience. Your organization has Z potential to make a meaningful impact, whether it's supporting animal rights, advocating for equality, combating human trafficking, or honoring the brave individuals who have served our country. Your mission is too important to be held back by the challenges a website can present. And I am here to ensure that your website works for you, not against you. Whether it's maintaining, developing, or redeveloping a custom website that is specifically catered to your needs. And with that being said, I would be more than delighted to learn more about your organization and, of course, develop a website Z World is with.
Born into a real fight wasn't right. Where can she dream here? Took a hold of her life, left at night, stepping out of her fear. Bring me home, out of love.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 5 of Community Impact, and welcome to 2026. It's exciting. We got through last year. We all had our struggles. We all had our victories. We all had good things and bad things happen to us. Hopefully you had more good than bad. I'd like to think that everyone is well on their way in 2026 to making great things happen. One of the things that we need to start talking about immediately is coming up in just a few weeks. It's already here. We go from one marathon to another, and it is time for Mission for Healthy Heroes. Mission for Healthy Heroes is coming up on Sunday, February 22nd, starting at 4 a.m. East, 1 a.m. Pacific. It's 2 a.m. right here in the mountains, and I come on live. We start this show, we kick it off, and we go until midnight right here in the mountains. So that is a 22-hour marathon. Yes, there are some recorded segments in it, but you know what? During those recorded segments, I sit right here to answer your questions, to see, what needs to be done. Maybe I'll take and run around the house real quick to wake myself up, but I sit right here with the exception of a 2 hour break that I get from my friends at Things Network who are showing the show. We have tons of opportunities for you to help us out, and you can find out more by scanning the QR code above. Okay, there are so many things that we can do to make a difference. This year we're doing things a little bit different. We are in charge of creating a program that is destined to change the world. So I would like to once again just welcome you to Community Impact. Welcome to the show. And so let's get started. Again, my name is Zach Clayton. I am the founder and president of Community Pay It Forward. I'm here with a personal invitation to be part of something extremely special and extraordinary. Okay, we're preparing for the 4th annual Mission for Healthy Heroes. It's happening on February 22nd. And right now, before all the cameras roll, we're building the heart of this mission. And that heart is you. We need you to help us to make sure that this goes forward. For those of you who are new, what is the Mission of Healthy Heroes? Well, it is a 22-hour live podcast and community broadcast that's dedicated to honoring and supporting those who put themselves before others, like veterans, first responders, law enforcement, firefighters, civilian volunteers, and everyday heroes who step up in times of crisis. If you put yourself in front of other or before others for the betterment of others, this is a time for you to shine. This year, we're going to, as always, share stories and raise funds, and we hope to build it together with you, with compassion and dignity and community strength. The things that create community. This year, as I've stated before, where does the money go? All funds raised go directly to support the Come Together Compass. Okay, a groundbreaking platform that helps families in need, veterans in need, first responders in need by combining Dare to Care resources, exchange dignity based donations for food, clothing, hygiene items, school supplies, and so much more. Where we offer things for free, it'll be able to connect people in communities everywhere. A Compassion Compass AI assistant, a friendly chatbot offering emotional support, calming exercises, and geolocation based resource mapping. Come Together resource page, a hub for storytelling, education, and connection, connecting you to people around the country who can help you in no matter what your situation is. It's not just charity, it's infrastructure for healing. This is a real change and a real chance to get people the help they need right away. So, how can you get involved before the show? Share your story. Very simply, we can record it or you can be on live. Your voice matters whether you're a veteran, a family member, a first responder, or someone who's walked through the fire. Your story could save a life. I say this a lot. Your story can save lives. We should never shut up telling these stories, telling stories of success, telling stories of failure. Because you don't know who is listening over your shoulder and who your story could change the life of. An example of this would be maybe you're talking about how you lost somebody. Maybe the demon got somebody. And unfortunately, you're going to be doing the thing that we all do. And you're going to be second guessing what you could have done. What could I have done to do this, to do something better? What could, at least next time now I know, ... whatever it is. Folks, there may be somebody standing right behind you in this line who can hear exactly what you're saying, and you give them the keys to success, and their struggle can be helped just by what you're saying. It is so imperative that we continue to talk about struggles and about success. We cannot just keep shut up anymore, and we cannot save these conversations for someone else to have. What does it mean when I say if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone? It's very simple. When you walk past a problem, are you certain that that next person is going to stop at that problem and do something about it? If we stop and we face a problem, we give them what we've got. We give that problem what we've got, whether it's a bottle of water, whether it's $1, whether it's a helping hand with moving a couch, whether it's a smile. If we give within ourselves of what we can give, we're making a difference. Nobody is going to ask you on this channel ever to do something more than you can do. It's a ridiculous ask, and I would never, ever ask you to give more than what you can give. Other things that you can do is you can talk about the challenges you've faced. We were just talking about that. What helped you? What do our heroes need most? Maybe you're around somebody, around firefighters, and you hear the conversations. Maybe you're around EMTs and you hear those conversations. One point in time, my father was an EMT. Right up here in Pierce, Colorado. My father's also a veteran. My uncle, who I lost this time last year, in about 3 weeks, it's going to be 1 year from losing one of the most important men in my life. You see the statue behind me commemorating him. Are the little cartoon bear that you're starting to see everywhere on our channel. His name is Barry, named after my uncle. With love and respect for that man. But if you have any idea on what veterans need, what heroes need, and how we can support them, let's get that message out.
For 22 hours, we show up, not for fame, not for applause, but for the ones who wake up every day and put everyone else first.
This is our 4th year. 22 continuous hours of real conversations, Real stories, real hope. Voices that refuse to be silent. Hearts that refuse to quit.
Some are exhausted, some are hurting, some are carrying the weight of the world quietly, while still showing up for others. This podcast is for them.
On Sunday, February 22nd, starting at 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific, we go live for 22 straight hours to raise funds, raise awareness, and remind people they are not alone. If you've ever felt unseen, if you've ever given more than you had, if you believe compassion still matters.
This is your moment to stand with us. Listen, share, support. Because when we come together, hope gets louder, strength multiplies. Real heroes don't wear capes. They just keep showing up, tired, unseen, and still giving.
Join us live. Sunday, February 22nd, 4 a.m. East, 1 a.m. Pacific. Show up for those who never stop showing up for others.
Because no one needs to go it alone. When we all
Come together.
Community Pay It Forward isn't just another rewards program. It's a movement built on compassion and connection. We link everyday businesses, nonprofits, and neighbors so simple actions like buying lunch, getting your car fixed, or hiring a service can create lasting impact. When you choose one of our giving partners, part of your purchase goes directly to families, veterans, children, or community missions in need. It doesn't cost you a dime more. It just means your purchases matter. Because here, every transaction tells a story. And our belief is simple. If you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. Because at Community Pay It Forward, no one needs to go it alone when we all come together.
When you join the Community Pay It Forward family, your business can be seen because people know your business will offer hope to organizations like Todd Lingle of CARES Foundation. CARES Foundation is a proud mission partner of Community Pay It Forward. CARES Foundation is dedicated to educating young drivers of the dangers of impaired and distracted driving. Every sale through Community Pay It Forward helps support incredible organizations like the CARES Foundation.
Todd Lingle, who we just saw a spot there for about CARES Foundation, does have a wonderful record of helping kids who have parents who struggle, who have hero parents who struggle. Maybe dad has a little bit of PTSD, mom or dad has a little bit of PTSD from their service, and they don't know how to cope well, so they get into the drinking, and Todd works really hard to take and focus their attention away from drinking and driving, substance abuse and driving. The Todd story, which is very, very tragic, but very uplifting at the same time. It starts with Todd being 3 years old when he lost his mother and his sister. They were hit by a intoxicated driver, and they were killed. So Todd has dedicated his life to helping kids make a better decision and better choices. So please check out caresfoundation.org and support them in any way that you can. You can always support them simply by shopping with any of our partners and choosing CARES Foundation as your mission partner. So you can submit a story in writing. We'll read it if you would like. We can record a short video, or you can join us live during the event. Okay? Sundays are a little difficult. This is the first time we've ever tried this on Sunday. Saturday last year went exceptionally well. So I'm hoping that this year, this Sunday, is going to go just as well. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure that when it gets to the later hours, it's probably going to slow down. But guess what? It's a perfect time for somebody who's in Hawaii or California to take and reach out when the people in New York are already in bed. We start at 4 a.m. in New York City, okay? Uh, yes, that's early in New York City. I understand that that's early in New York City. It's not 2 a.m., but I mean, this is a time that people in New York start to, there are people who are starting to get up and about and around. So this is a perfect time for you to come in. The first hour, generally, I talk about what the vision of the show is going to be. We talk about how, um, the last year has impacted us with the stories that we've heard and the people we've met. So the first hour is a lot of times taken up. We're hoping that someone invites us to come into their restaurant and have an event to where people can come in and we can raise money with the restaurant. You know, you can be one who can do that. If you own a restaurant, if you have a connection to a restaurant, you can say, hey, do us a favor. Let's set this up to where one night anybody who comes in can take part in, and we can donate 5% of all meals to Mission for Healthy Heroes. We can help get the Come Together Compass rolling. Imagine having this place where all you have to do is type in looking for rental assistance in your city, your state, and all of a sudden a list of places that can help you pop up. They're all free services. That's not to say that they're all going to be able to help, but it's going to be there. And it's going to be a place that you can go instead of just, one thing we're not going to do, we are not going to allow people to buy ads. So you're not going to see the first 15 places that are scam credit cards or some BS like that. If they're in our company, they've been vetted. If they're in the Come Together Compass, they've been vetted. We've made an agreement that they're going to listen to you for free and they're going to try to help you. I'm looking for employment at in Arizona. Joyful Jobs is going to pop up. She's hiring all the time. You can go right there. Joyful Jobs is one of our partners. You use her, you get to donate to people to a cause of your choice. It's going to be instant. It's going to be, and if you call and if you're struggling, I need to talk to someone. I've had a loss in my family and I'm struggling with this. This AI component is going to offer you suggestions on, have you tried these breathing exercises? And it'll show you videos or it'll show you examples of how certain breathing exercises work as we try to delve deeper and find someone who you can talk to. You've got a loss in your family, we can connect you with Maria Belenik. You've had an unfortunate loss of a child in your family, which is a horrific thought, but it's a fact. We can connect you to Martyred Angels. This is what the Come Together Compass is. And this is what you can be supporting every time you help us with this program. So once again, you can send us a writing. You can send us a story in writing. You can record a short video or join us live during the event. We'll guide you through it. No pressure. We just need your heart. We need your stories. We need the good. We need the bad. We need the funny. We need the scary. We need them all. say this every year. There's times when I'm sitting right here and I can barely stay on my chair because I'm laughing my ass off. And that has to be a pretty good laugh because I've got a pretty big ass. It's times like last year, I wanted to shut the show down because I was so heartbroken over the suffering of one of our guests. I talked about my Uncle Barry last year and I was in tears and I was sucking back the tears trying to continue. My uncle didn't die from suicide. He died from cancer. But it was a loss that I was struggling with, and I am by no means a hero. I am the furthest thing from a hero. But I struggled deeply with his loss. There's a little story a lot of you guys don't know. A lot of you guys and gals don't know. It's year 2. I did have a suicide in the family just weeks before the show went live. It was a very painful loss. I know it affected how the show went. I felt it. But it also made it to where, you know what, the strong I felt was a little bit stronger because I knew of what I spoke, I guess is the best way to put it. One of the ways that you can help us that we desperately, desperately need, folks, is become a sponsor or a partner right now. We're inviting businesses and organizations to join the Community Pay It Forward Giving Partners. And we're offering them a very, very special offer. If you join before February 15th, you'll receive a 2-year sponsorship contract for the rate of 1 year. And you'll be featured as one of the sponsors for the 2026 Mission for Healthy Heroes. And I'm not talking about in the small package. You're going to be one of the big ones. We'll create the commercial spot for you that'll be played. We'll have you in as you'll help us interview people, or we can interview a guest that you know. You're going to be a big part of what we do. We need to grow to be able to do what we're trying to do, and we need you to help us out. So join us as a giving partner, and we're going to make it worth your while. Something that I added to this morning. If you sign in January, I'll give you a 10% rate discount on that 2-year package. So that's 10% off 2-year contract for the rate of 1 and a sponsorship to the 2026 Mission for Healthy Heroes. That's on top of, we're going to tell your story. We're going to try to drive business to you. And we're going to be helping people in the community who need our help. Advertising's advertising. I understand that. Advertising is something that people are a little bit afraid of. But this isn't advertising. This is telling your story and hoping and letting people know. Hoping. And letting people know that you are here to help them. Last 2 days, I've had people reach out that are on the verge of homelessness. With your help, we can help them stand up and keep them in their homes. But I need your help to do this. I am not a person who can sell your product. I'm a person who can talk to you about selling your product. and drive people to you. You love what you do. I need you to love what you do, because what's going to happen then is you're going to sell that product. You're going to make a lot of people happy. You're going to make your family happy. And we're going to help people stand up on their own again. And we're going to change lives. Once again, this is limited. And this offer only applies to palladium, gold, or platinum packages. I'm sorry, a silver package is not going to cut it. It's silver. We just don't have a lot of room to play with there. But this is a powerful way to show your commitment to community healing everywhere. We all like to support things that are in our own community, and that's great. But this is turning a referral into actions for people across the globe. We're helping people everywhere. And with your help, we can help even more. So what do sponsors receive, you might ask? Well, depending on what tier, you'll get many different things. Interviews during the event, and you get interviewed, and then you help us interview. Your name or logo featured on our website and on the flyers. And I need to verify something on that. The people who sponsored the first year of Mission for Healthy Heroes is still on our website. Their logos are still on there. They're still on the playlist. They're still on there. So remember that. This isn't something that's going to be 1 year and gone. You're going to be, let me try this again in English. You're going to be featured from here on out. Hourly shoutouts, scrolls across the bottom of the screen, and permanent place in our mission's legacy. We make sure your generosity is seen, felt, and honored, because we can't do this without you. Join family networking segment, because we're going to have a family networking segment during the live event. We'll host a special family networking edition, a space for businesses, owners, nonprofit, job seekers, and employers to connect and make a difference and find out together how we can work together to make others better. What's the goal? Simple. Build bridges, spark opportunities, and strengthen our community. Look, there's a place on the QR code where you can make a $10 donation to participate, and every dollar supports Mission for Healthy Heroes and the Come Together movement. Okay? During the event, we will be getting donations, and during the event, if you buy that $10 donation, we're going to spin the wheel, and somebody could win an hour session from Lynn Sobolski from Lynn's Day. You can win an hour session just personal for her. She can read your tarot for 1 hour for a $10 donation. Why not? Sounds fun, right? Look, if you'd like to join us, the QR code. That's the best way to do it. Okay? You can also email me at zach@communitypayitforward.us. That's zach@communitypayitforward.us. You can also text me or call me, but text is so much better, at 970-909-0751. 970-909-0751. I cannot believe I actually had to look at my phone number to make sure it was correct. The reason I say text, folks, is, again, I am deaf in my right ear. And for me to be able to hear on the phone, I have to be in a quiet area. I can't talk on the phone in a car. I cannot talk in the phone if I'm in a loud room. If I'm at the store, I cannot talk on the phone. I cannot hear you. So if we can text first and make a time when we can talk, it's easier for me to concentrate and hear everything that you have to say. So please text us first, 970-909-0751. Let's set up a time. Say, hey, I'd love to talk to you. Can I get 15 minutes? And I'll say, you know what, call me in 5. I can be somewhere. I can hear you. We can concentrate. So it's as simple as that. So, oh, look who's here. Yeah, you couldn't go through one without her. So you can volunteer or help behind the scenes. So we're looking for volunteers to help us with guest coordination and promotion, story collection, social media support, chat moderation. People can help us with chats, outreach, and follow-up. Do you need experience? No, just a heart. We'll train you for what we need. We'll support you, and you will be part of something that truly matters. So reach out to us the same way, right down there, or up here. Some of the common questions answered on air. Do we have to be a veteran to participate? Absolutely not. Not at all. This mission honors all who serve in uniform and in spirit. Families, no one suffers alone. Families suffer just as much as those who suffer. Absolutely, you do not have to be a veteran. You don't have to be a firefighter, an EMT, a doctor, a nurse. You can be their family, and you can say, we're stuck. Does anybody have any idea on what we can do? You can email me questions, and we can have that conversation so it won't feel like you're going behind their back. But we can have discussions, and hopefully we can come up with an idea for you. Think of this as a giant 22-hour salon where we put together our heads to come up with solutions for people. Look, if you've helped someone through a crisis, you belong here. If you've sat through them during that crisis, you belong here. Can you participate anonymously? Yeah. You can share your story and choose not to be on camera. You can send it to us in letter and we can read it. We respect your privacy and your boundaries. We're not in this to hurt anyone. We're not in this to shame anyone. We're not in this to point a finger at anyone. Everyone has a different way of healing. It is our duty, it is our mission, and it is our responsibility to share any and every form of healing possible. If you're afraid that your healing may bring problems in your life, send us a message. We'll figure out a way to do it. Not sure if it would really bring problems in your life. Healing is a very personal thing. I understand that as well. What if I'm not sure what to say? Well, we'll help you. We have prompts, guides, and volunteers ready to walk you through this. My interview process is very simple. I ask you two questions. What do you want to talk about? What do you not want to talk about? We start out, and then I ask you questions off your answers. I have no interest in being a shock jock. I have no interest in being a gotcha guy. My questions will go off your answers, and it'll make it more of a conversation, because that's what we're looking to have. Your story doesn't have to be perfect. We don't want it to be perfect. We don't want it to be rehearsed. It just has to be real. Is this a fundraiser or a podcast? Well, it's both. More than that, it's a 22-hour live event that blends storytelling, interviews, and community connection. Along with the fundraising aspect, it's a celebration of courage and compassion. Finding ways to help others heal. You've been waiting for a moment to step up, and this is it. You've been waiting for a moment to share your story. This is it. You can join the family now and make the biggest difference you ever have. Become a sponsor, RSVP for networking, volunteer, or simply spread the word. We need your help. And together we can make the most impact, the most impactful mission for Healthy Heroes yet. Simply visit communitypayitforward.us or email me directly at zach@communitypayitforward.us. That's Zach, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us to get started. You can also become a watch option. Dedicate your YouTube channel to sharing the 22-hour event. Like our partners at Things Network. Things Network has shut down their channel for 22 hours for 4 straight years for this promotion, for this event. There's so much you can do, and it all starts with scanning the QR code. And it all starts with you making the decision that, you know what, I want to help. It's time to help. Let's build hope together, folks. Let's build healing together. Let's offer chances together. Let's offer options together. Let's create the best mission for Healthy Heroes possible. And let's prove to people that we care. My name is Zach Clayton, President and founder of Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. I want to thank you very much for joining us tonight on Community Impact as we were talking about Mission for Healthy Heroes. Next week, we begin our 4th year with Mr. Les Simpson on a really, really good show. We've already recorded it, and it's a really, really good show. Les is also a veteran, so he will be here, and he'll be talking on the mission for Healthy Heroes. He'll be talking a little bit more about his story and how the service helped him in a time where he needed some direction. So we do want to thank you very much for your time. Please remember to love somebody out there, because somebody out here loves you. Again, if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. And no one has to go it alone when we all come together. 970-909-0751. Please text me first. 970-909-0751. You can also reach me on email, Zach, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us. That's Zach, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us. You can always visit our website, communitypayitforward.us, for more information and to find out more. Scan the QR code. Become a partner right now, because right now is the best time there's ever been to help people. Thank you very much. Please help us be successful in the mission for Healthy Heroes.
For 22 hours, we show up, not for fame, not for applause, but for the ones who wake up every day and put everyone else first.
This is our 4th year. 22 continuous hours of real conversations, real stories, real hope. Voices that refuse to be silent. Hearts that refuse to quit.
Some are exhausted, some are hurting, some are carrying the weight of the world quietly, while still showing up for others. This podcast is for them.
On Sunday, February 22nd, starting at 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific, we go live for 22 straight hours to raise funds, raise awareness, and remind people they are not alone. If you've ever felt unseen, if you've ever given more than you had, if you believe compassion still matters.
This is your moment to stand with us. Listen, share, support. Because when we come together, hope gets louder, strength multiplies. Real heroes don't wear capes. They just keep showing up, tired, unseen, and still giving.
Join us live. Sunday, February 22nd, 4 a.m. East, 1 a.m. Pacific. Show up for those who never stop showing up for others.
Because no one needs to go it alone. When we all
come together.
Say, bring me home, out alone, to show me the way. You wanna hold the heart of Sunset Boulevard. Bring me here, 'cause it's not quite clear to be a part of Sunset Boulevard.